I think we have been tasted these toxic marriage and toxic relationship where people are fighting for control. And I think when we have this relationship where folks fight for control, we have a bad taste and we think that's what it is. It's not true. Again, I always revert back to falling off the horse. If you fall off the horse, all you can remember is the pain, because now you relate the horse with your ass being hurt. But if you stay on the horse, your experience will be completely different. Now you will actually enjoy the ride. You will actually get to be one with the horse. Where you go, it goes. It feels you. You connect to it, and it's a very you get there faster. Together, you have somebody that you can relate to, something to relate to. But a lot of times, many of us have a bad taste in our mouth. We fell off the horse and we sit our ass right there. Hey, Adepa, we sit right there, and then the longer we sit in the pain. What happiness on peace? Yeah, it's an extra bonus. My ex is my best friend. He married again, and his wife great. Oh, well, good. Hey, Celestine, how you doing? Hey, loving me more. So what can I do when I try helping my ex, but he just got mad? I think we try too hard. Leave people alone. You know what I mean? Hey, Annie Brown, leave folks alone. Whether it's your ex-wife, ex-boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, leave people alone. People don't want your help. Don't give it to them. You know what I mean? Like, stop casting your pearls to the swine. If folks don't want your help, why are you giving it? Why are you trying to give them your help? Why are you trying to help them? You know. Sometimes when we realize, right? Sometimes when you are giving so much, or you're trying to give so much to people who don't want, you have to look at your value. Because many of us give to be relevant. Many of us give because we know that only when we give, somebody respects us. And it's not true. I think so many of us just try hard to prove a point. The truth is, leave people alone. If the person wants help, they're going to come to you. They want, most of the time they don't want help. It's just you think that you know what you're talking about, and you know what they need, and you know what they desire, so you want to offer your own little 2 cents. They don't care about your 2 cents. You are done. You are over. It's okay. Whether it's your ex or a stranger, you know what I mean? Or a bad friend. He was exhausted, but he don't know what trying. I said, like you blessed. Hey, we can't make everyone happy. Facts. Listen, I think in relationships, man. I think, hey, Cosmo Coach, were you the one who asked the question? I think I didn't see. I think a lot of times in relationships, man, especially when it comes to dating, everybody keep asking the same question because everybody think that they're dating a narcissist. Somebody lied, he's a narcissist. Somebody cheats, he's a narcissist. Somebody play games, a narcissist. Somebody does this, narcissist. It's a popular word. Everybody is one these days. Everybody who don't like you. Hey, Zena, how you doing? Everybody who don't like you, narcissist. Everybody who don't respect you, narcissist. If he doesn't love you, narcissist. If he cheats, narcissist. Every damn body's narcissist. Hey, Blessings, how you doing? The truth is, sometimes, and it hurts, sometimes people just don't want you. Seriously, sometimes people just don't want you. That's that right there. Let that sink in. Sometimes people just don't care for you. Sometimes people just want what they want. And what they want is a little booty. It don't mean a narcissist. It means that he's in a survival. Now, if I look at you and just want sex, a lot of times it means I'm in survival mode. Facts. They don't want themselves. Sometimes people are just in survival mode. They want to release. And when you release it doesn't mean that you're a narcissist. It means that you are sick. That means you have the low vibration. You only want to release because that's the only time that makes you feel good. And sometimes you meet these men, especially for many of you who don't want to love, who don't want to open your heart. Your heart chakra is blocked. Your throat chakra is blocked. Right? Your own experience is blocked. So now you can only meet people in survival mode. Because if your heart chakra, I don't want to love anymore. I'm afraid to love. I'm afraid to get hurt. If you experience that, you are in survival mode. Survival mode says that you are using your lower chakras to experience life. It means that you are suffering with your heart. You don't love. You can't forgive. You can't open up. You can't be free. It means that you are surviving food, shelter, and sex. That's it. I feel like materialism and ego has made people live in. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. So you don't know who you are getting. Right, exactly. So a lot of you closed off your heart. Why do you want to deal with your ex and survive? Why do you want to deal with your ex? Why do you want to deal with your ex so much? How do you fix it? You elevate to a higher consciousness. You elevate to love frequency. Many of you stop loving. You stop experiencing love because you think that if I love, then I'm going to suffer. Why should I love? Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody going to love you back. People don't love you. Like, you care about them loving you. So, again, we have to understand that you are the only one that experiences your love. You are the only one that experiences your love. No one else. It's only you that experiences your love. You don't experience theirs, you experience yours. If you connect to yours, then you can experience them because the vibration, right? Check this out. Love yourself first. Facts. How to heal from a heartbreak. I answered this question many times. Nobody has a heartbreak, right? There's no heartbreak. There's no such thing as a heartbreak. Your heart is perfectly fine. Don't claim that on yourself. Maybe if your blood stopped pumping, maybe if your heart fell out of your chest, maybe if you have a heart attack, it probably is but nobody has a heartbreak. A lot of times in the relationships, you don't have a heartbreak because your heart stay in your heart stay in your chest. Where your heart? In your chest. Why does something outside of your chest pull or break this? It can't break this. What it is, something outside of you can affect your mind, how you see life, right? How you see your experiences, how you see your expectations. Okay? So when somebody does something that you expect them not to do, it messes with your mind, not your heart. You go through a mental awakening because now you are being awakened to what somebody really is. It's like a spiritual awakening in this, in this universe. When you awaken spiritually, you realize, oh shoot, what I thought was life was not life, and it f's with you. It drives you nuts, right? So again, you don't have a heartbreak. You have a disappointment, and it's your mind. Like I keep saying, it's your mind that stops you from sleeping. It's your mind that makes you cry. It's your mind that makes you feel guilty. It's not your heart. Your heart ain't even in it. Your heart is perfectly fine. Your heart, feel it. It's right there. It's working perfectly fine. But if you think too much, then it slows it down. It's your thoughts and it's your mind that's effing with you. So you are going through a mental. Okay? You are experiencing, hey Irene, you are experiencing a disappointment. You are experiencing expectation failure. You are experiencing a mental exhaustion. So now what's happening is that is your mind thinking that something is wrong. It's because you don't want to accept the truth. The truth is, when you see somebody do something, just believe it. What are you trying to fight? They did it. You can't change it. You can't put it back. You can't try to understand. See, I think many women especially, they want to understand. The ego is hurt. Facts. I think many people, they want to try to understand why. How could you? Why? Why? Because they wanted to. Why? Because people are struggling with their own issues. Why? Because people are in survival mode. Why? Because they are horny. Why? Because they want something. Why? Because somebody's attractive. Why? Because they want to release. Why? It's nothing to do with you. It's not even about you. Somebody cheat, it's not about you. So why is your heart broken? It's not your fault. Now somebody might tell you that it's your fault to make themselves feel better. They might tell you, it's because you left and you want to. Now they want to put that guilt on you because now it's a transfer of energy. And if you wasn't going out with your girlfriends, I wouldn't cheat. So now you start to, it's my fault and maybe I should have done this. Listen, stop taking stuff on that don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking stuff on that don't belong to you. So you have to understand, sometimes it's not about you, it's about them. If I use my PP in somebody else's stuff, where were you in there? Where were you? I wasn't even thinking about you. Matter of fact, that's probably why I did it. You wasn't even on my mind when I was in her. Sometimes you gotta just realize who you're dealing with and leave. Instead of trying to, why? I don't get it. But I gave you everything. Well, if you give them everything, you give from your heart. So you ain't lost nothing. If you give from your heart, you're good. But when you give just to be relevant or to control somebody's behavior, you're gonna lose. When you give somebody things, when you with them, give because you want to give to them, so that when they do something stupid, you're perfectly fine. It's about self-control. Facts. It's about self-control. So that's that's just part of it. Hey, Caribbean T, how are you doing? But seriously, you have to understand. So somebody, yeah, what's his name? Techa. Hey Raquel, how you doing? A new profile I see. But yeah, sometimes let people do what. Listen, I made a video, and this video is just, thank you. This video is blowing people's mind because they don't understand it, right? Is it okay to date someone who has a girlfriend? Lord have mercy. Is it okay to date somebody who has a girlfriend? Is he in a committed relationship? I mean, does his girlfriend know? I mean, is he... I don't have answers for those because those are too... People believe in polygamy, you know? Hey, Calvana, people have experienced polygamy. But are you going to experience your fullness? Are you going to, experience joy and happiness? Or are you going to hurt somebody else? So you got to look at the factor, right? When you hurt somebody, understand that you are doing damage to this universe, whatever the creation is. And sometimes you don't want to hurt people, right? So you got to try your best. I mean, and sometimes folks are going to get hurt regardless. So I'm not telling you that you're not going to hurt people, because people are going to get hurt regardless. As a matter of fact, the kind of hurt that we experience is our own mind. So expectations. So sometimes people are going to hurt. But are you going to be fulfilled? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to experience happiness and joy and fulfillment? If not, you're wasting your time. Why would you want to date someone that has someone? I mean, there's many reasons. I mean, let's be real. There's many reasons. People do it. Date? People do it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That's, if you and your boyfriend and the girlfriend agree to it, hell, do it. You know what I mean? It really depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I have done it before. But the stuff ends up ugly. It ends up ugly. Somebody's feeling guilty. Somebody's feeling sad. Somebody's feeling emotional. Somebody is drained. Somebody is this. Somebody is that. I don't know. It's just sometimes you gotta just refrain from doing certain things. Yeah, sometimes it just don't end well. Everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. Why do you want your ex to tell you goodbye? Are you trolling me, or are you trolling me secret, or you just asking these questions for real because you stuck on this ex? Why wouldn't my ex tell me goodbye forever when I asked him? Why do you want him to tell you goodbye? You don't know he's gone? You haven't seen him gone yet? It's real. Listen, one thing about women, let's be real. Can I be transparent? I want to be transparent with you guys, but I don't want to offend nobody. Can I speak just openly, if you don't mind? Because I know sometimes when I speak, hey Linz, how you doing? Sometimes when I speak, it can be very emotional, or it can be very ugly, But can I speak freely? Talk, huh? Okay, listen. I'm going to be honest. Let me just speak. No offense taken, okay? No, please, no offense. All right? Secret trolling. Okay? No, I don't want to offend nobody. And I keep saying this. Hey, Gina, I ain't seen you in a while. Just be true. True. Thank you, Ash. Someone who has been in a 14-year relationship and the guy got 3 kids. Listen, let me tell you something, right? Women, when it comes to you all have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the strength. But what you lack is emotional balance. You are completely making emotional, stupid decisions based on how you feel. You don't use logic at all. Even though somebody is showing you their ass, they're showing you what they're doing, they're showing you how they're doing it, they're proving to you that they don't want you, they don't love you, they don't respect you, yet you just can't leave. Why? Because it's a challenge. Something is challenging you. Something is telling you to stay. Because why? Because I love him. Why? Because I like him. Listen, don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. And I think that's why your women get played so often. Because these men who you all think are dumb, these men who you all think are stupid, these men you all think are confused are still running around circles around you all. Run in circles around you all. Just run in circles around you. Just, and you there smart as hell and you can't figure it out. Why? Because you are thinking with your emotions. You're thinking with your emotions. You're thinking with your emotions. I don't know why you all do that. So you all don't understand anything. So it's like you all see it, but you think, well, it should be, but it shouldn't be like this, right? But that's not, and then you begin to make excuses for the man. A lot of you all make excuses for men. A lot of you all making excuses for the man. And then you blame the men for you being hurt. The truth is, thank you, Mimi. The truth is, you hurting yourself. You've been hurting yourself because you know the truth. But you refuse to be set free because you're holding on to an idea of what the truth should be. You refuse to be set free because you are holding on to an idea of what it should be, what it's supposed to be, what I showed you in the beginning. He showed me in the beginning who he was, and then he changed. Nobody changed. Nobody digressed. People don't digress. Have you ever seen something? Listen, one thing about human beings progress. We don't digress. We don't go back. Now we lie and we pretend, but we don't go back. I promise you, nobody does. It's called evolution. Nobody digresses. Nobody digresses. People don't show you who they really are. But some of you all though, Lord have mercy, some of you all, you have no sense of discernment. None at all. A man, you will feel all these things. Delusional, right? You will feel all these things going on in you. You will see all the red flags, but you have a desire to have that man. A lot of us be saying, oh yeah, I can change him. A man is telling you, I'm not ready. Right? A man is telling you, listen, I'm not the relationship type. A man is telling you, I'm not really into. A man is telling you, listen, I don't have trust issues. A man is telling you, listen, I have commitment issues. A man is telling you all these things, but you all don't listen. You are seen based on your emotions. Listen, sometimes you gotta take your emotions, put them to the side, and then look. You see the truth. Take your emotions in your hand. Okay. See, the thing about women is that you can't be rejected. Because you can't feel like you are being rejected. If you feel like you are being rejected, you can't live. You feel like your life is done. So you have to accept a lie. And you know the truth, but you have to accept a lie until you realize of this. For real. Listen, when you feel, ladies, if you feel rejection, you can't survive. That thing breaks your chest. He doesn't want me. And after I spend all this time, your heart comes out of your chest. Anxiety comes up. Rejection will F with you because you think that you shouldn't be rejected. You give your all. Some of you have been giving your all to nothing. But you can't take rejection because you think rejection is about you. It's not about you. People want what they want. If I want this big booty girl, right? She got a big old booty, small waist, big chest, pretty face. That's a damn rhyme, ain't it? Now, if a little lady came to me and she's petite and she's pretty, but she's petite, what I want has nothing to do with you. I don't have to hate you to want that. But you're just not what I want. But it doesn't mean that you are bad. It means that you're in for everybody. I'm a short man. I know for a fact some women don't like me. You think I feel rejected. Man, reject me all you want. Who cares? But you can't get rejected because the day you get rejected, you can't live anymore. Because your ego is too big. Tone it down a little bit. Tone it down. And it's very unconscious. You're not even aware of it. But your ego is huge. The day you get rejected, you can't live. You can't breathe. I can't sleep, babe. But when you get older and being there, done that, you're pretty... I'm telling you. You have to understand. Take your emotions. Put them to the side. Take your emotions in your hand. But I like him, I love him, I desire him, I am so this. Put it to the side and then pay attention. And then look. And see if you see the same thing. I bet it looks different. Mr. Bullet. Rejection is facts. Listen, if you put your emotions to the side and pay attention, some of y'all can't even separate you and your emotions. Everywhere you go, you're emotional. Every time you speak, every time you look, nothing makes sense to you. Listen, that type of person, nothing makes sense. Never entertain it. Nothing makes sense to you because everything is based on what I feel. See, when I meet somebody who always in their feeling, I stand for. But you know what? Yeah, let's You stay right there. I can't do it. I refuse to do or mess with a woman who's always in tune with it, always in her feelings. I can't do it. Facts, Mimi. So when I meet a woman who always, but I feel, that's trouble. That's just trouble. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you how to understand this right here. Energy, you experience energy based on how you feel. So what you experience is really not with what you experience all the time is not really what's there. Hey, Ms. Hall. But if you think something and you feel something, if you think something and you focus on it, what you feel is from the thought. It's not from the reality, it's from the thought. So when you're always into your feelings, you think that you're feeling, well, I always feel, I trust no, you trust your feelings. Your feeling is based on a program. I don't even know this. Your feeling is based on a program. So you are programmed based on your experience and your past and your memory to feel a certain way. So when you're in tune with your feelings, I keep my distance, because a person who's always in tune with their feelings is a person who lives in the past. Woman, a lot of times, you live in the past. That's why you overthink. That's why many of you women overthink. Who overthinks it a lot? Every night, I can't sleep. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta sneeze. A lot of women overthink. Just think everything. Hey, baby, you want chicken or you want steak? Wait. If I ate chicken, imagine that chicken, you probably could have 2 eggs. Chicken come from eggs, right? Yeah, who come first, chicken or the egg? Baby, you want chicken or steak? Hold on. So I had a chicken yesterday. I had 2 eggs. Is it the same thing? Chicken and eggs? Is chicken and eggs the same thing? I don't get it. But the eggs, well, I only had the white. So technically I didn't have eggs. I had egg whites. Well, that's the same thing. What'd you say my other choices? Steak. Steak though? Is that like a cow? Cow, chicken. God damn, it's annoying as hell. You're vegan. It's annoying. What the heck? But I'm saying, so you overthink all the time. You know why you overthink? Because you live in the past. You are a past experience. That's why you can't be, that's why it's hard to be present. When you become present, woman, when you become present, you suffer. Because when you're present, guess what? I could be cooking, I could be cleaning, I could be talking to my boo. I got so much stuff to do. I don't have no time. Because you can't be present. Because you're always gone. You are always gone. Hey, Brenda, always gone. So a lot of times you see energy. Hey, Mandy, here is the thing about energy. You say I've studied energy. But you see, listen, it's not that I study woman, it's energy. All I study is energy. Energy is the same in men, women, animals, weather, temperature, emotion. They're all the same. If you understand energy, you understand how it works. And everything connects. A lot of people, you think that you're feeling the right vibration, but you are not. You are feeling your own thoughts. A lot of you only feel your own thoughts. You experience. Imagine if you walk around thinking that all day I'm just lazy. I'm fat. I can't stand it. When you meet a man, it's the same experience. Hey, Zakia, you know what? This is a bad vibe. Because your own mind is effing with you. See, women, you mess with yourself. Men don't underthink. Let me tell you something. I don't think as much. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that men underthink. Men think garbage too. That's why men are present. That's why men are very, listen, I don't think men are emotional. Let me correct you real quick. Men are very emotional. We just experience emotions differently. Men are very emotional. Men want to walk out on you, slam the door, cuss you out, get moody, get angry, get upset, get jealous, get upset again, get jealous, get upset, get jealous. The emotions are stuck in a whole different small pool. The emotions so men do think a lot. Men are guided by the ego. So therefore they're always thinking. Men are always thinking. They think just like women. It's a conscious person that realizes their thoughts means nothing when it's too much. You go in too many directions. You are confused most of the times. You can't find peace and you can't find rest. So your mind, when your mind is just going all over the place, you can't find peace. And that's why you always get caught up in some dude or some girl who bring drama because you can't find peace. So even when somebody comes next to you, why do men feel that women are so replaceable? I don't think nobody's replaceable. I think everybody's different. I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? Let me answer the question. Why do men think women are so replaceable? Because these days, these days, and again, I'm speaking freely, okay? So don't really, don't take me personal. No offense. Men feel women are replaceable because, let me tell you why. Seriously, most of the women want the same men. When you look at it, she wants the same men. It's those same men that makes that type of money, that looks that way, that carry themselves this way, that drive the same car. It's certain men that do it. And a lot of the women want those same men. If all them folks want these same men, then men could change out anytime. You piss me off, next. You piss me off, next. You piss me off, next. So now, it's these days, all the women want the same men. You don't want the average dude. You don't want the below average dude. You want the top. You want the top 75%. I mean, the top 25% is what you want. So I'm telling you, men have options. So if 10 million women want 500 men, guess what? The men is choosing between 5 million women. That's what it is. And let me tell you why that happens. This happens when you don't look for frequency, you look for standard. A lot of you all don't understand the difference between a frequency and a standard. You will always hear women say, well, I'm going to raise my standards. I'm not dropping my standards. Your standards don't mean shit. Your standards don't really mean a damn thing. Your frequency does. Your standards mean nothing. Standards could be taken away anytime. It could be messed with. It could be manipulated. I want a man who is this and this. Why? Because you don't know how to read energy. So now you have to depend on the looks, what he has, to figure out what his frequency is. But you cannot figure out the man's frequency based on his money. You can't. How are you, Empress? You can't figure out a man's frequency based on his money. You cannot figure out his frequency based on where he lives. You can't figure out his frequency based on his height, how much money he makes, because frequency is a spiritual thing. So when you're trying to figure out based on 6 figures, 6 feet, 6-inch penis, 6 this, good job, good career, you're going to miss. You're going to miss it. You are going to miss it because frequency is not the same as standards. And a lot of times you want a standard. So when you want a standard, the top 25% of men, they bring that standard. They bring that standard. And that standard, he could be shitty. He could be an abuser. He could be a liar and everything to get to where he's at. I'm saying that's not the case, but it's very possible. His frequency could be low. Have you ever seen a ridiculous, grouchy, angry man with money? They're all over the place. Who drives those nice cars. But guess what? They have all the women that they want. They're not kind. They're not peaceful. They are not, they don't really treat you with respect, but they have all the women that they want. Why? Because the truth is, you don't want the frequency. You want the standards. You want the way of life. You want the financial. You want the security. Well, you know what? I could care how shitty his attitude is. But I know I ain't going broke. I know he paying all the bills. you know broke girl. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. But it's not about the money. I'm saying this to say it's not about the money. I never base on careers and 6-figure salaries. What if he dies? What if he gets sick and can't work? You want the frequency, right? I'm telling you. This is why you must look at the frequency. And you know how you look at the frequency? Let me tell you how you look at the frequency. Have you ever met somebody? Well, by having children, though. You're right. Women risk more by having children, because once you have them damn kids, and the man leaves you, boy, and then you have another kid from another man, and he leaves, boy, oh, shoot. You don't know what to do with your damn self. But here's the thing also, right? Yes? All right, go ahead. Money gives you a comfortable life. However, the woman could have hidden agendas. That too. You like the view? Thank you. Baby, you wanna go back inside, man. Watch some watch your tablet. Okay, you come out there, but you gotta be quiet. It's my daughter. But yeah, man, so if you come out here, you gotta be quiet. All right. I forgot where was I? Where was I forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot what was I saying. It's energy to share. But it's just we don't look for frequencies, man. I love you too. Frequency. So listen, have you ever met somebody? And as soon as you met them, there's nothing that you know about them. You don't know what they have, how much they have, what they're doing, what they got going on. But when you speak, when you speak, there's an understanding. It's smooth. It's not forced. It's not that it stimulates your mind, but the conversation is just, hey, I understand what you're saying. Without him saying much, without her saying much, it's just a complete connection. That means you can communicate on a frequency. That means frequency is the first level of communication. Communication is the first level of frequency. When you can communicate with information going back and forth, uploaded and downloaded, that means the frequency that you're on is similar. When you're on that frequency, understand it stays. You can't fake frequency. Everybody keeps saying he can, but he pretend to be his frequency drop. Nobody drop. Listen, why would you drop your frequency? It makes no sense. If you understand a low vibration makes your body hurt, it makes you sick, it makes you tired, it makes you drain, it makes you overthink, it makes you hate yourself, it makes you don't feel good about yourself, don't accept yourself, you don't feel good, you get broken, you this and you that. If you there, and if you on a high frequency for real, why would you come back there? Makes no sense. But nobody drops their frequency. Now, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes things happen in life. That sometimes you get hit. And some days you just, sometimes you got a bad day. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got a bad day. Sometimes you got a bad day and then because frequency changes, all right? It's not constant. It changes. Your frequency changes. I want you to understand this right here. You can't really fake it. You can't really fake it. Is it you a doctor or you are not? You can try faking it, but a doctor will know who's a doctor. Based on the lingo, based on the interaction, based on life. If you in a hospital with another doctor and you pretend to be a doctor, the doctor's gonna know you lying. But the patient probably won't know. The patients probably won't know. That's how you get tricked. Because your frequency, and your frequency is, you drained, your heart is broken, you scared, you insecure, you don't like how you feel, so you believe anything. What's up, Clyde? Yeah, who make the choices to slower frequency? Yeah. What's up, Mr. Flock? So you, it's about frequency, man. Hardship now, do I remove mental? What? I'm mentally molested due to hardships? How do I remove the mental molestation? I don't know what that means, man. When I hear molestation, I'm thinking about something different. I don't know what that means. Can you explain that to me? Or you just playing? Hey, Sunshine, how we doing? But yeah, man, listen, seriously. When you look at, and you can't look for a person with high frequency because you can't find it. No, she's silent due to hardship. You sound pretty sane to me. Hey, Lynn. You sound pretty sane to me, man. You gotta be more specific. Hey, Mamacitas, how we doing? Thank you. Suffering. Suffering is a part of love. It really is. Suffering is a part of love. If you love before, you're gonna suffer. But if you understand, it comes with love. Then you learn to relax and love anyways. Right? Hey, Susie Brown, how we doing? When it comes to, thank you, Pink. When it comes to suffering, if you love, a lot of times the ones who love are gonna suffer. No, you're right. Suffering is a choice, right? But pain is not. Sometimes pain, hey, Bassa, how you doing? Pain is real. Suffering sometimes is not understanding the pain. So when you don't understand the pain and you fight the pain and you do this, then suffering happens. Because pain only lasts for a short time. Suffering is when you actually don't want to accept what is. When we don't want to accept what is, we suffer. That's what suffering really is. You don't want to accept the reality, here comes suffering. The truth is either you accept it or you don't. If you accept it, life moves on. If you don't, life don't. You suffer. How do you control your expectations? You don't control them. You just relax. You just take today for today. You know what I mean? You take today for today. You got to take one day. Listen, we in this relationship today and we're looking at 10 years from now. Listen, relax. Doing too much. You know what I'm saying? If you today, if you live in a relationship, if you're in a relationship, all right, and you have expectations, what do? Just take today for today. What today is, what today brings you is enough. You will learn enough about today. And tomorrow, learn about tomorrow. Tomorrow, when tomorrow comes. Expectations, what do you expect? You know, what you should expect is from yourself. You expect from others. You are trying to figure out something outside of you. That's being silly. Learn to expect from you peace and happiness. When you expect that, then whatever they do doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't change anything. That's just it. So how to control is not about controlling it. It's about understanding that you are the main character in your story. So you can expect you to be at peace. Expect you to be loving. What if your reality is miserable? Change your reality by changing your thoughts. Now, that's a whole different topic. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to talk about today, because I didn't want to talk about that type of deep stuff. I want to talk about the relationship stuff. All right. Somebody said, I think my boyfriend is cheating on, but I can't prove it. Then if you can't prove it, what are you looking for? But what are you looking for? If you think your boyfriend is cheating, you know, every day we're in these relationships. This is why people hate them. This is why people hate relationships so much. Because if you're in a relationship, why do you look for stuff just to feel sick about? Thank you, Caribbean Tea. You're looking for stuff just to prove to a point that, well, you know what? I think he's cheating, so I'm going to look. I'm going to spend my days looking. Why don't you spend your days enjoying the damn thing? What he's doing with his stuff is what he's doing. That's his business. He's not bringing you in a disease. Protect yourself. But I'm saying, if you can't prove it and you don't want to leave, chill out, relax. Why do you all do so much? If you're in the damn relationship, right? Be in it. Whatever they're doing, that's their business. And the better that they hide it, they don't want to get caught. Because you're going to disrupt your peace and your happiness trying to waiting for that one day that you might be right. How do you live like that? You're wasting your time. Is it that you stay with somebody? Hey, Reese. And if you don't trust them, go. But being with somebody that you can't trust, you're wasting your entire time. And then you're going to blame that man for you wasting your time. When you are the one who's experiencing, I can't trust. If I can't trust, don't be with anybody that you can't trust, because physically, it's tiring. Mentally, it's tiring. Emotionally, it's tiring. You got to separate yourself. But if he's cheating, he doesn't like you. No, that's not true. That is not true. A man can cheat and still love you to death. Let me explain that. Because a lot of times, I think if a man cheats, it's about you. It's not about he don't love you. Sometimes people have weakness. That's like me, on a diet because I'm 600 pounds and I want to live, but I'm eating chocolate cake. I really love maybe I love myself, but I suck at self-control. Maybe I have alcohol issues. Maybe I really want to stop, but the alcohol tastes so good though, I can't stop. Maybe he has issues with self-control. It's not always about not loving you or not liking you. I think some of y'all be going too far. I think some of y'all be thinking about what you wouldn't do. Because you wouldn't do it, then if he did it, because he don't like you. No, people suffer with certain things. People suffer with anxiety. They suffer with all these thoughts. They suffer with self-control. They suffer with addictions. They suffer with self-hate. They suffer with image. They suffer with everything. Just because they do it when and they are with you doesn't mean that it's because of you. Most of the times, when somebody cheats, it's not because they don't love you. No, sometimes they don't love you. But that's just them not loving you. But sometimes people cheat because they have moments of weaknesses. They got moments of doing what they want to do. They want to do it sometimes. So we have to understand the spectrum. Understand, some of us love ourselves, but we can't get ourselves straight for nothing. Does it mean that you don't love yourself? It means you love yourself, but you lack discipline. Some of us, a lot of us, lack discipline. True or false? Remember going to the gym? Thank you, good-hearted. Have you ever tried going to the gym? It's New Year's Day. It's January 5th. The gym open January 6th. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get myself in shape. And you wake up in the morning, boy. You wake up in the morning. And today you come home, you're like, God dang. Tomorrow you wake up again, you're like, yeah, I'm still motivated. You come home, you're like, oh shoot, I can't move my leg. You do it again. Woo! Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna take a break. 3 days, I'm gonna take a break. 4 days pass, you're like, man, shoot. I really got to lose weight, but man, I don't feel like going to the gym. Ain't that what y'all be saying? I don't feel like waking up this morning. Facts, Clyde. I don't feel like doing this. I mean, today I ain't feeling this today. Because so when a man he feels too. He wants to do things too. It's not just, so why somebody said, people, this is not about justifying any cheating. Again, I'm not saying that it's right or it's wrong. I'm just telling you reasons why people do what they do. You see, when we only have one perception in our minds, your mind is stuck. Your mind is stuck. There are many different reasons. Now, I would say this. You don't have to stay with somebody after they cheat. You can break free. But to waste your time trying to figure out if somebody is cheating, is he cheating? You're wasting your entire time. You're wasting your entire time. Because maybe if you feel that way, maybe they are. Because one thing about you and your man, or you and your woman, one thing about you all, right? The sex that you have, the intimacy that you have, the time that you have a specific connection. Your body knows their body. Your spirit knows their spirit. Your body can tell, and your spirit can tell when something is different. You can always tell. I don't know why you need proof. I don't need no damn proof. I don't need proof. See, some of you all want to find proof. Even when you find the proof, you still stay. I really don't see the point. But to be honest, you don't really need proof. Because your body's going to tell you everything. It's going to tell you everything. Your body and you're going to just don't feel. This feels off. 9 years older, 7 years with me. Oh, man. Why doesn't he give me money or offer to help out financially, but we... Wait, what now? Why does he give me money or offer to help out financially, but we aren't together? Because he's being a man. He's being a man. It's not, if a man help you out, it doesn't mean that he wants you or you want to be in a relationship. Sometimes he's a man and he sees his friend in need of money or financial help. It doesn't mean that sometimes it doesn't mean really anything much more than what it is. I think a lot of times you look for a deeper meaning and you're going to always be disappointed. Sometimes take things as just surface level. Just take things as face level. I think we try to figure out. The only thing to figure out is you. The only thing to figure out is you. Is monogamy really natural? It's a great question. Hey, Taylor, how are you doing? Natural is not the same for everybody. Natural is what you practice. There's no natural because everybody's experience, the culture, the environment is different. So therefore, what might be natural for one is not natural for the next. So we can't say what's natural or not. If you practice it, it becomes nature. If you don't practice it, it's not natural. Then you got to fight it. You do it because everybody's doing it. First, you feel all this natural nature is not the same for a plant and for the water. Nature is different. It is experienced differently. My natural, as far as how my practice, my natural is not the same as your natural. My natural is not the same as, one of them 21-year-old natural. It's really not. Because I practice this way of life. So for me now, this is natural. He practiced something else. For him, it's natural. Everything comes naturally because his energy. So that's the difference. So natural monogamy, if you practice it, then it's natural. If you don't practice it, based on cultural traditions and a bunch of belief system, then it's not natural. Listen, my answers are not right or wrong. They're not facts. My answers are perspectives, perception, just different perspectives. That's all they are, different perspectives. I want you all to start going out of your own one same perspective, causing you to suffer and to feel sick and to feel drained and tired and your heart broken. You can't sleep. You can't dream. When you are stuck on one perception of life, you're going to suffer. The truth is there are many different roads. Why are you choosing that same one that makes you suffer? You can choose any road that you want and you keep walking on that same road that brings suffering because the road is familiar. So that's why you stay there. And so I'm not telling you answers of what is. I'm giving you different perceptions. Different perspectives. That's what I'm doing. That's how I use my mind. I use my mind to learn or to figure out different. Let me say, if I think this way, I don't feel good. Let me change my direction. Let me keep this one now. Cause this one works for me now. Then tomorrow, that one don't work for me right now. Tomorrow, nothing. Tomorrow is. Let me go for this angle. This one works. Let me keep it. What makes you happy? So perspectives is how you use your mind to work for you. If you don't, you're going to suffer. I'm just playing up. He makes it natural. Sometimes when we receive good deeds from another soul in past karmic connection, he's cheating, but he financially, everything is in my name. Our cars, he even built my mom a house. Wow. Well, it sounds good. Yeah, they always. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Well, here comes the other one because one say hi, the other one gotta say hi too.
Hello.
All right, now you all go back inside. Yeah, because you all can't. I told you all don't bother me.
I'm bothering you.
You are bothering me.
No, I am. When I'm going back inside.
Well, then don't bother me, okay? But yeah, so I hope you guys, see what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is the only way. I'm telling you that there are different perspectives that you need to start to learn how to use your mind. Don't use your mind. You can't use your mind just to go one way. To be honest, your mind is garbage. Anyways, our minds are garbage. All our minds are garbage. Your mind ain't beautiful. You trying to read his mind. No, you confused because you're picking up garbage. He trying to read your mind. You trying to figure him out. The only thing to figure out is yourself. When it comes to relationship, if you can figure yourself out, you gotta figure him out. Many of you, you spend weeks and months trying to figure somebody out, trying to figure a man out. I'm trying to figure him out. And you watching him all confused. When he talks, you watching him. You let people know. Close the door, mama. Flat doesn't go inside. When he talks, and he's like, you okay? No, I'm just looking at you. I'm paying attention. No, that's creepy. Like, chill out. So, Kirk, what do you do for a living? Why are you looking at me like that? I want to see if you're lying. You can't. You know what? I'm going home. That's too much. The truth is, sometimes you got to trust yourself. Thank you, Ms. Howard. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself. Because the only place to experience a man or a woman is within yourself. You can't experience them in words. You can't experience them in actions. You can't experience them in behavior. But for some reason, you're going to experience them within you. And when you start to feel annoyed and frustrated and angry and miserable, that's your experience of them. That's how you experience them within you. What's up, Ray? But you don't want to accept that. You still want proof. Thank you, Ms. Howard. You still want proof. The proof is within you. If you eat an apple, if you eat a piece of chicken, like white carrots all. Listen, let me ask you a question, right? If you take a piece of chicken and you eat it, and as soon as you eat it, your stomach starts to hurt. Oh, God. Oh, I want to throw up. what are you experiencing? The chicken. You are experiencing the chicken. And to experience the chicken, your body is going to be affected. Right? You're going to feel a certain type of way. You get cramps. Your stomach starts to hurt. It starts making noises. That's an experience of the chicken. It means that the chicken is not good for you. That's what it means. It's giving you a reaction. You only experience, but when the chicken was outside of you, when it was in your hands, you smell it. You put your tongue on it. That's what some of y'all be doing when you're out in the bedroom. Huh? Y'all nasty. You put your tongue on it. You look at it again. You shake it. I'm talking about chicken, by the way. I'm talking about chicken. You know what I mean? You put it by your ears. Still don't make sense. But you put it in your mouth and you chew it. It goes down in your stomach. That's where you experience it inside of you. Listen, stop trying to experience a person outside of you. It does not make sense. This is why, hey Isha, how are you doing? This is why it's imperative that you cleanse yourself. So whatever you experience, you trust the experience because you know for a fact this is not me causing this pain. This is not me causing this reaction. I didn't have nothing within me. It's not my anger. It's not my frustration. It's not my food that I ate. This has to be you because I experienced you and me. If you walk this life, tastes like chicken, right? If you walk this life, yes, you are trying to experience somebody with all these questions. So what do you do for a living? I work at the bank. What about you? What do you do? Yeah, I'm a truck driver. Oh my God, my daddy was a truck driver. Yeah. Yeah, he drove. I think I know you already. Oh my God, you remind me. I knew you remind me of my daddy. My daddy was just like you. He was a truck driver. And every time he drove truck, my mom and me would be at home waiting for him. I can see it right now. We can connect. We're gonna connect so good. So you have any kids? Yeah, I have 2. Oh my God, I have 2 too. It's not funny, right? I got 2 too. Oh my God, we are so similar. So tell me more about you. Well, I'm 45 and, I went to school. I have a degree. It's in criminal justice. Oh my God. Don't say criminal justice. Yeah, criminal justice. Don't say criminal justice. It's in criminal justice. Oh my God. You too? Oh my God. Me too. We are just alike. I mean, I have 7 children, but I don't think that's a big deal. You have 2. That means we both have children. Oh my God. You're trying to experience him outside of you, and if you ask him this and you ask him. Trying to find something to connect to. You're trying to find something to oh my God. Then you're going to tell your girlfriend, girl. Hey, ain't the time for you to go inside? It's time for bed, man.
No, please.
What do you want me to be out here for?
I want to.
Can't even be great by myself. I want to talk to your girlfriend. Girl, I met Carl. His name is Carl? Yes, Carl. Don't judge him. Don't judge him. Carl. Yes, Carl. I know you mean Carl Winslow? No, Carl. Stop playing. Girl, you won't guess what he told me. Mm-hmm. He's the one. He's the one. For real, girl? Yeah, he's the one. I mean, he's not the best looking thing, but hey, he's the one. He told me he got 2 children. Guess what he studies? Guess what his Carl Winslow. Guess what his degree is in? Guess what his degree is in? You won't ever guess. Criminal justice? Oh my God, how do you know? How you know that? How did you know that? Girl, you are. Listen. 2 months later. Don't play with it. 2 months later. Hey girl, how is Carl? He lied. He's just lying. Oh, I can't believe I gave him a chance. I gave him 2 chances. I gave him 3 chances. I did so much things with him. We did everything together. And he was lying. Oh my God. He lied so much. He lied about everything. This brother wasn't a truck driver. He didn't drive trucks. He didn't have a car. Hey, Honey Dean, thank you. So I'm saying it right. Coconut. 2 months later. Listen, don't ever try in nightlife. Don't ever try to figure somebody out. The only thing to figure out, and if you learn this, if you take this advice from me, I promise you, this is based on energy. It's based on science. Energy. If you try to figure him or her out, you're going to never, because you cannot know someone. What you figure out is yourself. It's yourself. Because when you eat the chicken, you know how your body reacts. This chicken ain't good. This chicken is overcooked. This chicken is dry. This chicken tastes like fish. This chicken tastes like hell. This chicken ain't cooked right. It's seasoning. That thing is raw. It's boiled chicken. You ever had boiled chicken? Boiled chicken wings? Because somebody wanted to cook for you some boiled chicken wings and he had no seasoning. It was just the water that the chicken cooked in was just white. There was nothing in it. Just white boiled chicken with some boiled rice. Listen, until you experience it within yourself, you will never know how it tastes. You haven't? Me neither. By the way, me neither. You will never know how it tastes. It doesn't matter how much question you ask a person. Ask them all the questions. Oh my God, I met him on social media and we talked for 6 hours. Every night. Okay, you going?
I'm just gonna show Bobby something.
Go ahead. Go to sleep. Gosh. Why you don't want to go to sleep? You're not tired? Okay, you want to say hi again? Okay, come say hi again. My daughter want to say hi, y'all. They can't see you yet.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
You done now? Hey, Rosen. You done now? Wave to them. Hey, to my others. Okay, now go ahead. The bad self. Oh. You all done? Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I want to talk some adult stuff. Go ahead. Close the door. Good night, Mama. Bye.
I wasn't even listening.
Yeah, good. Go ahead. Close the door. Lord. I can't even talk adult stuff because, Lord, they're nosy, huh? And they're nosy. Don't lock the door, you know. Stop playing. It is 10:30 p.m. over here. Bye, Mama. I'll see you later. It's 10:30 p.m. over here. They are nosy. Boy. Kids are nosy. They. Lord. But yeah, man. So listen. You meet somebody, right? So was I? You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody online. You talk to them for 16 years, or maybe not that long. Maybe 6 months. You talking every day. Every day you talking, and you still can't figure them out because you are trying to depend on them, what they say, what they are doing to learn who they are. It gets dark about 12:30 a.m. We all were kids. Yeah, true. Yeah, it gets dark about 12:30 a.m. and it gets light about 3 a.m. It stayed dark about 2 hours. And then the sun is back up. But listen, I mean, look. It's like you all like, see, it's bright. And it's 10:30 p.m. here. Yeah. After a while, you can't really sleep. Huh?
Good night.
Good night, Papa. I'll see you later. I'm in Estonia. There's a country named Estonia. Joshua, don't lock the door, you know. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it's a beautiful little country. It's a beautiful little country. It's nice. Does the impact sleep? Let me tell you this. It'd be like 10 o'clock and you're not sleepy. Because like my daughter, Daddy, it's sunny day outside. No, but it's nighttime. No, it's not. It's not nighttime. Baby, it's late. Go to sleep. No, it's sunny day. Go to sleep. I can't. It's sunny day. it's sunny day. It's not sunny day. Well, it is sunny day, but it's late. And you got school tomorrow. But it's not late. It's sunny day. Girl, go to bed. Go take your butt to bed. I want to argue with a 4-year-old. Grown men arguing with a 4-year-old. But what the heck was I saying? Estonia reminds me of Eurovision Song Contest. I don't know what that is. Thank you, Italian D. I am. So anyway, we can't figure them out because we're dependent on them. You are trying to depend on their reaction, their answers, what they do, what they say. You just looking at everything. The only way to figure somebody out is how you figure food out. Is food good for you? It gives you energy. If food is bad for you, it takes away your energy. If it's good for you, thank you for the gifts. If you eat something and it's good for you, you feel energized. If something is bad for you, you feel drained. Like fried chicken at lunchtime, right? You get some fried chicken and some French fries at lunchtime, and you go back in the house, or to work, and you can't stay up, you can't stay awake, you get tired, you get drained, you get frustrated. You know it's bad for you. You eat some fruits, or veggies, some veggie shake that you'll be doing. You go back to work feeling, whoo, I feel good. So it's different. So like people can't leave you neutral. Nobody leaves you neutral. People leave you with or without energy. Is it that you have some, or they give you some, or they take some away? Nobody leaves you neutral. You gotta pay attention. Now, here's what goes with that. If you are an emotional person, if you have all these dang emotions that you experience every day, you will never know, or you will never experience someone inside of you. You will never, let me say that differently. You will never experience someone within you because what you experience could be your own emotions. You don't even know. What you experience could be your own triggers. It could be your own thoughts. It could be your own mind effing with you. It could be your own experience, and you don't know if it's them or it's you. Is it him? Every time you're around, sometimes I get drained, and sometimes I'm good. I don't know what's going on. Because you carry too much crap, you carry too much crap around, so you don't know if it's you or them. When you carry that, listen. One of the first things before you date is forgive. You gotta forgive your ex. You gotta forgive your exes. Forgive your daddy. Forgive your ex-wife. Sometimes forgive your ex-boyfriend. Forgive your uncle. They did what they did. You have to forgive them. Because when you carry them things around, you meet people who carry the same things around. Because let me tell you, when you don't forgive, right? Hey, Tink, how you doing? When you don't forgive, right? Your ex-boyfriend did something, your ex-husband did something, your ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, your daddy, your uncle. When they did something and you take on it, you take it in. When you tense, your tension is the receipt of what they gave you. When you get tense, this is the receipt. That means I accepted what you gave me. Now I'm carrying it everywhere I go because my tension holds it in. So if you cheat on me, right? If you cheat on me, when you do it, as you cheat and I find out, I get tense. When I get tense, hey, homies, how you doing? When I get tensed, that means now I hold on to the energy. Even though he cheat, if I hold on to it, I begin to build and take the karma from it. What you doing when you're holding on to all this energy? You begin to meet people all the time that has the same experience. You have the same experience with everybody you meet because you carry the energy now. See, somebody pass it on to you and now you carrying it like you're playing football. Stop carrying people's trash. Stop carrying people's garbage. That's why you must forgive them. You must forgive them. For me, it's very emotional, but now I can feel people's energy. Sometimes, if you are an emotional person, a lot of times what you're feeling is your own energy. I'm telling you. Hey, Amanda, I ain't seen in a long time. If you are a very emotional person, what you feel sometimes is your energy. Because what you do to the Kirk podcast. That's funny. What you're doing, right? What you're doing is this right here. If I'm emotional, emotions are magnetic. Okay? Emotions pull back. It pulls. Thoughts go out. Emotions and feelings pull experiences. So your thoughts go out is electrical, and your feelings are magnetic. Your emotions are magnetic. So whatever you feel is what you attract. Thoughts go, feelings bring back. Your thoughts and your feelings are usually in harmony. The same experience, the same idea. It makes feel the same way. What you think is what you feel, right? If I say I'm shitty, I feel shitty. If I think I'm ugly, I feel ugly. If I think I'm rich, I feel rich. If I think I'm broke, I feel broke. Your thoughts are always in harmony with your feelings. If it's not in harmony, if you say I'm beautiful, the mind is like, you playing, you stupid. Hey, pleasure, how you doing? No one there. That's why sometimes you can't stay. So what you think is what you feel most of the times. I think, so I feel. Thoughts and feelings have to match. If I say I am wealthy, go ahead, try it. Say, I am wealthy. Go ahead, say it to yourself and see how the mind tell you, shut your mouth, stupid. Go ahead, try it. Hey, Gust of Love, how you doing? Gust of Flavor? Try it, go ahead and try it. Say, I am wealthy. And see if the brain accepts it. Brain's gonna be like, you might laugh. He's like, it doesn't make no sense. but you don't have cash. It's true. It doesn't work because it's not in harmony. See, listen, whatever you are vibrating at, your thoughts and your feelings is in the same vibration. Right, Mimi? Your thoughts, it says shows you are. Because your subconscious mind, right? One thing love, right? Your subconscious mind feels everything. Emotions, it feels by repetition, and it feels by your experience. That's how it's convinced. So when you say something from your mouth and your subconscious mind says, but this is not what you practice feeling, it says, nah, that's not true. Your mouth could say whatever you want to say, but the subconscious mind is where you live from. You live based on how your subconscious mind experience life. Does that make sense to you all? So when you have all these thoughts and all these feelings, what you're doing, you are going to do, you are going to pull and you're going to attract those who feel the same way, the same vibration. Thank you, Top Artist. So now when your thoughts go out, here comes his feelings. And the feelings make you draw to those people. The ones who carry the same vibration as your thoughts. Because your thoughts has to have the same feelings. And those thoughts will go out and it will bounce off of those people with the same frequency of thoughts. And then you start pulling them back. So the ones that you pull back is the ones that you are in frequency with, in harmony with. When you start pulling them jokers back, you start to notice them. Why all the guys keep coming? Why do I only attract this? Why do I only get that? Why? Because you are pulling them. Hey, Earth Angel, how are you doing? You are pulling them. You pull based on your feelings. Understand, your feelings, say it with me, your feelings are magnetic. It pulls, attracts. That means what your feelings do. Some of y'all walking around in your feelings every day. Keep attracting garbage. Why? Because your feelings are off. Your feelings are your currency to the universe. It says, if I give you this, you give me this in return. It's an equal trade, equal transfer. Has to be everything in life is an equal transfer. Everything. Hey, Ray. Everything in life is an equal transfer. If you go to the store, if you go to the Gucci bag, the Gucci store, you must give them this money for this purse. If you go to the grocery store, you give them this money for this apple. If you go to wherever, you give them this. If you give anger in your spirit, you get back an angry person. Oh, how can I change that? Attracting people who needs nurturing. How can I change that? How can you change what? You mean change who you attract? When you see what comes back to you, when you see what comes back to you, You got to be honest. It's not a time to fight and to feel ashamed, right, Donald? You know, a lot of times when we see what comes back to us, we get offended. Oh, how dare you, right? Because we think what we should have is better, but what we get off is not. Life will give you exactly what you give it. Life will give to you exactly what you give it. Nothing, you can't get anything extra. Life is fair as hell. Everybody's life is not fair. Life is very fair. It's just that nobody taught you about how you think. Nobody taught you about what you feel. Nobody taught you how to feel to get what you want. Listen, you have to change your feelings to match what you want. That's it. If you can do that, I don't care if you're a good man or a bad man, you get exactly what you desire. I don't care if you're a good woman or a bad woman. If you can match the feelings to your desires, anything is yours. That's the currency of the universe. It's frequency. Frequency. Feelings carry a frequency. But to understand this, you must cleanse your frequency. You must elevate it. Cleanse your heart out. Forgive people. Let go of that anxiety. That bitterness, that resentment, those jealousy crap, those grudges, let go of that stuff. Forgive people. If you can't forgive people, your heart is blocked. Therefore, the strongest part of you is your heart. That's the strongest part of you. That is electromagnetic frequency. That goes the furthest. That travels dimension. That travels dimension away. So if this heart is blocked with a whole bunch of resentment and anger, you can pull spirits from dimensions away. You can pull people who are dead. You can pull people you can't stand. Carries blood. Listen, I'm telling you all, if your heart is all this resentment, tell the person what I want. You can tell somebody what you want all day. But you don't get what you want. You get what you are. You might get what you want, but you can't keep it if you are not it. You have to be it. A mango tree gets, grows mangoes. An orange tree grows oranges. Why? Because the DNA matches. You can only give. See, the mango tree cannot bring oranges because you have to. What you have, what you bring, is what you are. So you don't get what you want. I don't care how much the mango tree wants to bring apples. It cannot. It's very easy, isn't it? No, well, it's easy, but it's not. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple, but it's a practice. So you don't get it. You can't change your frequency just like that. Changing your frequency takes a lifetime. It takes a while. It takes days and months. You know what I mean? It takes patience. It takes understanding. It takes, you paying attention. It takes being awakened to a lot of things. What you eat, what you think, what you look at, what you listen to, how you feel, how you choose to feel. It takes a lot of things. Share the phrase which phrase, Miss Manifestation? Which phrase, Brittany? You get what you allow to come in your life. Facts. What if you are not a cheater, but you get in cheating men? Because. So when I said you get what you are, right? If I say you get what you are, I want you to think in terms as energy. I want you to understand it. Hey, Ascala, I want you to understand it as energy. What you are is a bunch of energies put together, and you make one person. Okay? Energies: anger, resentment, happiness, joy, peace, love, distrust, and annoyance, and misery, and fear, and guilt, and shame. Energies, right? All those, love, free, happiness, all of them is energy. If I'm carrying self-image issues, I don't like myself. I always overthink. I'm not at peace. I haven't forgiven my ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Your frequency is very low. Frequency. Somebody might be disrespectful or a liar or an abuser. They carry a low frequency too, because it's not love. You don't carry love either. You carry a bunch of distrust and anger and resentment. That's not love. That's a whole bunch of low frequencies, low vibrations. He or she might carry low vibrations, whether it's lying or disrespectful or abusing or cheating, whatever it is. It might be low vibrations. It's not the specifics of what he or she might be doing that you get back in return. You get the matching frequency. So he might be an abuser and you are just somebody who can't stand yourself. You might be on the same frequency. You see him, he sees you. It's chemistry. Because you recognize the frequency. You don't recognize the human form. You recognize the frequency that you are on. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're saying I can't attract the person I want despite the odds. Listen. In all reality, you can attract $1 million, but you can't keep $1 million because you don't know how to keep it. Your frequency is not. See, you can go to the lottery and win $1 million, but if your frequency is not financially inclined, you can't keep the $1 million. You're gonna spend it off. You're gonna throw it in bad investments. You're gonna abuse it. You're gonna give it away, and then 2 years later, you're broke. Because you can't, even if one day you have a good day, you got a promotion at work, your frequency went up, you're feeling good, you hanging out, you're eating good, you happy, you just got a promotion, you make $20,000 extra a year, your promotion. Today you promoted, imagine your energy goes up. Oh my God, I'm so happy, I am so thankful. Your frequency high. You meet somebody who carries consistently high energy, high frequency. Everywhere he goes, his frequency is high because he understands. He sees you, you see him, you acknowledge him. Frequencies. Wow. Quick connection. Frequency. Now, your frequency was high for a couple of days because you had, it's still on your mind, your promotion. That money is on your mind. After a while, the money on your mind gets old. That was the only reason why your frequency went up. It gets old. Now, life began to be real again. So your frequency began to drop. When yours began to drop, you don't understand why he is so happy. And why you always smiling? God, that's so annoying, right? Who do you think you are? You think you're better than me or something? Because yours start to go down. The connection start to break. Now, he's like, what's going on with you? Why are you so... And you were like, because you think that you're better than me. Now the frequency changes. Now, he don't recognize you. You don't recognize him. Oh, shoot. What have I done? What's wrong with us? We can't talk no more because your frequency changed. Sometimes your frequency goes up because you got good news. Somebody's coming over. You had sex. Sex increased your frequency. Believe it or not. That's why sex creates. That's why sex creates. Your frequency must be high to create another human. So in sex, Irene, when you have sex, your frequency, that's why men love it. Women love it. Because if you're not vibrating high, you need that to, and then it goes back down. Because in that height of the experience, you want to know what happens? In that height of the experience of sex, your frequency skyrockets. The release, oh my God. And then for a couple minutes, I could smoke a cigarette. Whew. You relax, your body is still experiencing the pleasure. God damn, that was good. Girl, God damn, what you have? 3 legs? Your legs open. What more legs you got, girl? Shoot. I think I was ready. Whew. Whew. 2 hours pass. Look at the time. Hey, listen, I gotta go. Why? Where are you going? Oh, man, shut up. Man, y'all talking stupid questions. You're so ridiculous with these questions. I'm tired of you asking questions all the time. Stop asking me all these questions. I'm going home. But I don't understand why we just had sex, you're going home. Because the frequency just dropped. The connection is broken. Listen, I know I make it sound stupid, right? I know I make it sound ridiculous. But that's how it works. That's really how it works. A few hours, and you mad at yourself. A few hours, you pissed off. I can't believe I did it. Oh, shit. Isn't that how it works, though? See, if you pay attention to yourself everything that I say, you see it in yourself. If you pay attention, I make it sound real because it is real. If you pay attention to yourself, you see that whatever I say makes sense. Because this is what you do. What is wisdom? Wisdom is only understanding yourself. That's all wisdom is. There's nothing else out there to understand. There's no one else. There's nobody else. If you understand this, you get everything else. Everything has come with it. If you don't understand this, you get nothing. You get nothing else. There's nothing else out there. So I use understanding this to accumulate wisdom. That's all it is. I ain't smart. I just look this way. You look that way. I look here. Let me see how my body reacts. Let me see when I stand still, how my chest happens when I breathe. See my chest rise and it falls. Let me see if I panic. How do I cause my body to panic? If I have short breaths, my anxiety happens faster. So if I take longer breaths, I'm giving my time. Listen, wisdom is all about paying attention to this. If you get this, everything makes sense. Relationship. This is why I give advice on relationships. I give it on peace, happiness, awakening, everything, because it's all the same. Money. I could understand money I finally understand money. How to bring money towards me. Why? Man, that big old bird just fell off this thing. And I saw the reflection. That bird is huge. Listen, if the bird come over here, I'm going. That's a big ass bird. That's a B-A-B, a big ass bird. Them birds in Estonia are big. Them things is like 6 feet long, 2 feet wide. Them things. But listen, seriously, it's only energy. You seen it too? To bring money to you is the same way. Mesoamerica, how you doing? My voice is soothing? Thank you. I never heard it before. To bring money to you is the same thing. How do you bring somebody to you? How do you bring somebody to you? It's very simple. How do you get the man or woman that you want? Very simple. Let me give you a very quick lesson. You bring a man or woman to you. It's very simple. Because all you are, hey dear, all you are is an antenna. You can bring and you can send and you can receive information. You send information and you receive information. You send it, you receive it continuously. You can't even stop it. What if you send the right information? Think about it. Like Miss Manifestation said, what if you be who you want to attract? What if you send the right information? One day I met with this lady.